It's 4:30 in the afternoon. And as you can see by the headboard behind me, I'm still in bed. I spent all day in bed. And, well, I spent an hour soaking in a hot bath and crying. I did a lot of crying today. And as all that was going on, as I was laying here, as I was soaking, as I was crying, there's a part of me that was fighting against that, that was judging myself for wasting the day, for, being self-indulgent, for being a baby. But the wiser part of me understood and understands that this is necessary, that it's necessary sometimes to take time out, to just fall apart for a moment in time, to let ourselves cry, to express emotion. That's part of loving yourself. It's not healthy to repress emotions, especially grief or shame, things like this. These heavy emotions, when we don't process them, when we don't allow them to move naturally through us, they often turn into anger or resentment or bitterness, and we carry that with us beyond the moment, right? If we can just let them move through us in the moment, maybe that moment is a whole day, maybe it's 2 days. You'll know when it's passed through you. It's finally passed through me. And I don't know if you could hear, but as soon as I felt it release, like the last little bit had come out of me, I've been in pain all day as well, because that's something that happens inside of my body when I'm experiencing a lot of emotional stress. It manifests oftentimes as inflammation, and so I'll experience muscle and nerve pain, and then the crying makes it worse because it causes more inflammation in my sinuses, and I have a neck injury, so I end up being in emotional and physical pain. And it becomes this sort of like meditation after a while, because I have to really focus on just being still, being present, breathing through the pain, and reminding myself that this too shall pass, and it always does. And so when the last little bit had moved through me and I finally sat up and stepped outside, it started raining, just a deluge. And it was like it's being washed away, and then I started filming and it stopped. So God is funny. Not that I'm controlling the weather, but it's all connected. We're all connected to everything. And yeah, I guess I don't need to go into detail about why I became so upset, but it had to do with shame. I was experiencing shame, and I didn't realize it in the beginning, in the moment when I started feeling upset. I didn't know what it was, but because I took myself out of things for the day and allowed myself the space and the time to let it move through me, I was able to process and figure out what was going on and find the root of that shame. And I pulled it out until the next weed emerges, because these things happen. But this is why it's important to have a practice of self-awareness, because if you have a daily practice of self-awareness, it's much easier to hone in on the weeds and pull them, right? Because your base level, like if you have a mindfulness practice, you're moving through the day pretty regularly with a sense of what's going on inside of you. So if you don't have that practice, when things come up, it's much harder to figure out what's going on inside of you, because you're not committed to that in the first place. But No, that's my experience anyway. So I can honestly say that my practice of mindfulness, meditation, yoga, I've been doing this for over 15 years. And my rebound time, the time from when I'm triggered to when I'm able to pull myself back together and process things and understand and go about my day, uh, that rebound time has gotten much shorter. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful and so grateful that God made us so resilient. So resilient. But you have to show up for yourself and do the work lovingly. Don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself always. Because if you can't be kind to yourself, you can't expect others to be kind to you, and you certainly can't be kind to anyone else. It all starts inside, you know? So, yeah. And now I'm going to start my day at 4:30.